Hey, what's up guys? Hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. In this video, we're going to take a look at multiple videos of mysterious black objects in the daytime sky. Unidentifiable objects, some that were stationary and some that were moving. We're going to come back and take a look at those videos here in just a moment. But first, I wanted to give you guys an update on the bird video yesterday. Some people asked why I left off with the bird right here pulling into this young lady's subdivision, and that's because, as you can see, the video ended right there. It was 5 minutes and 40 seconds long, and this is where the video stopped, so I didn't have any more video footage to share with you guys. But in case you didn't know, on average, a pigeon can fly between 50 and 60 miles per hour, and that was the average speed she was going in her car down the highway. So the pigeon more than likely was having fun because she wasn't moving much faster than the pigeon can normally fly at top speed. So I would assume the pigeon was fine. He looks like he's in good shape. He probably flew away once she walked around the side of the car. I would say he was just having a joyride on the hood of her car, getting a kick out of people looking at him, wondering what he was doing. So that's why I stopped the video right there, because that's all the video footage that I had was 5 minutes and 40 seconds long. So I'll give you an update if I get one. Coming over here to the homepage of the website, today's feature photo was sent in by Liz B out of California. A fiery orange sunset from a couple of days ago out of California. Checking in on the GOES X-ray flux over here at the Space Weather Prediction Center, right in the middle of a strong C-class solar flare as I do this video. Here's a look at the Earth-facing side of the sun, still loaded with sunspots in active regions, but not quite as many as we've seen in the last couple of weeks. But we do have some new ones coming around the eastern limb of the sun. Looking at the Schumann resonance, it has been lit the last 24 hours. In fact, the last 3 days we've seen multiple large spikes in the Schumann, and in the last 12 hours it has been maxed out. So those of you that are sensitive to the Schumann resonance, I'm sure you're well aware of what's going on. The Schumann has been very active, especially the last 24 hours. I also have a UV reading to share with you guys from Darren out of Abbotsford, British Columbia. This goes back to August 11th of 2023. The UV was a 12.17 at high noon when he took this reading. This is the only UV reading that I have for you guys today because, quite honestly, when I remembered to do it, it was already past high noon. You want to take these readings at high noon to get an accurate reading. I want to share with you guys now video footage of mysterious black objects in the daytime sky. This first video is by Trill for Life, goes back to July 13th of 2023 at 11:42 a.m. And at first you think, okay, this is a helicopter in broad daylight flying above this man's location. It has some narration. I want you to hear the narration that comes with the video, and here we go.
There you go again. That don't look like no helicopter either.
He said that doesn't look like a helicopter. And something else, there was an absence of sound. There was no loud noise that's typically associated with helicopters, especially one this close. It was probably no more than 1,000 feet above his location, and I'm waiting to hear back on the location of this video. It looks like a dark bowling pin, of all things, slowly cruising through the sky above his location. Here's a closer look, and again, notice the absence of sound. There's no loud noise like you would normally hear with a helicopter, and you would see propellers. As close as I'm going in right now, you would notice the propeller above that thing, and there's no propeller activity. Here it is in super slow motion, and that's what I was looking for here. I was looking for propeller activity, and there simply is none. So I don't know what this dark object was spotted in broad daylight that looked like a dark bowling pin. There it goes. And he said it doesn't look like a helicopter. It didn't sound like one either because there was no sound. This segment here is just two modified versions of the original video. Again, I was trying to pull forward a possible propeller up there, and there was none to pull forward. So I don't know what that mysterious object was in broad daylight. Weeby Gray Squaw, not sure of the location on this one either. It goes back to July 29th of 2023. Happened to notice yet another dark object in the daytime sky. Right there, cruising through the sky, not making any sound, no blinking lights. I'm going to zoom in and slow it down. Don't know what this was either. Almost looks like a vertical version of the video that we just saw. Don't know what this was, guys. Just simply sharing as it was shared with me. Now we're going to look at a black sphere in broad daylight. Video sent in by Jay Long. Also goes back to July 29th of 2023, and I'm waiting to hear back from Jay on the location location. And I know your first thoughts are probably this is some sort of a balloon. Well, as you'll see, and I'll leave it up to you to decide as always, I don't think this is a balloon. It doesn't have a string attached to the bottom of it. It's not changing shape like a large balloon would that's this size. This is pretty decent size. That's probably at least 4 foot in diameter, and more than likely it would be influenced by the wind, and it would be changing shape, and you would see a string dangling from the bottom of it if it were a balloon. That's why I don't think it's a balloon, because it stops right here. It stopped right there in midair. Check it out. I'll slow it down and zoom in. You'll be able to see that this thing stopped. If we use the corner of the house as a reference point, you'll see it stops in midair. Here it is again, a close-up view of this perfectly round object that appears to have a propulsion system moving through the daylight sky. Look at that thing. Perfectly round sphere. How about that? That's not a balloon in my opinion, but I'll leave it up to you guys to decide as always. There's no string hanging off of that. It's not changing shape. Some balloons will change shape as they're being influenced by the wind, and right here's where it stopped. Look at that. Stopped on a dime in the sky. And I've got yet another black sphere in the daytime sky. This video is out of Calera, Alabama, sent in by Laura Whitfield. It goes back to June 22nd of 2023. This is a still image from a video that she shared with me, and we're going to watch the video right here. This is the video that she posted to YouTube that she shared with me that I'm going to share with you guys right here. She says down here in the title that it was hanging out in the same place for 25 plus minutes above Calera, Alabama. And there it is right there. She couldn't tell if it was a cube or if it was some sort of a black sphere. She didn't think it was a balloon because it stayed in the same place for over 25 minutes. That looks like a helicopter right there cruising through the daytime sky. This object here was probably at around 2,000 or 3,000 feet, stayed in the same place for the entire length of the video, did not move. And I completely agree, it is something mysterious, as a balloon would be influenced by the winds up there. This thing would be moving through the sky at various speeds, kind of wobbling around, just completely at the mercy of the wind, not staying in the same exact location for over 25 minutes straight. And the video that she posted here was around 2.5 minutes long, and it's of this black object right here remaining in the same place for the entire length of the video. And again, she couldn't tell if it was a round sphere or some sort of a square. This is a still image from the video, and in the still image it looks like a round black sphere like we saw in the first video. And these are still images from the original video, and it's difficult to say. I don't know if that's a sphere. At times she thought maybe this was some sort of a cube. There's nothing hanging off of the bottom of this object, whatever it was, that remained in the same location above Calera, Alabama for over 25 minutes. And we're also going to see a black sphere from the International Space Station. Video submitted by Lisa out of Pea Ridge, Arkansas, who noticed this black sphere as the space station was flying above Ontario, Canada, just a couple of weeks ago, and you can see the wildfire smoke visible from space. Notice over here on the left-hand side of the video, you're going to see a black sphere enter the field of view, moving from left to right, and then it disappears behind that bank of clouds or smoke or whatever that is above Ontario. See the black object? And it's going to disappear right there into the clouds. Another mysterious object spotted in the sky above Canada, and it too appears to be some sort of a mysterious black sphere, maybe a black cube. That goes back to July 27th of 2023. Great job, guys. Keep the photos and videos coming. If you guys have any photos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports at MrMBB333.com. If you guys have any videos you'd like to share that are too large to attach to the email, come over here to the homepage of the website. You can always find a link down below in the description box. Look for this red banner that says have a large video. It's a Dropbox. Drag and drop your video into the Dropbox. Please include your first name, date, and location, and I'll take it from there. Thanks for watching. Have a super day and be safe out there.